Alright, hello and good morning, y'all. Top of the day. Back here on Tower again for like part number 193,700 of the series, where I play Stack'em every single video. Or at least that's what it feels like when the arcade score is just reset, so let me just kind of get on this really quick. And then we'll find something to do. I know that Virus and Crusaders have nobody in it, so maybe I'll do like a mini-golf or like a ball race this video? I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm doing whatever. I wanted to record for a bit before I laid down in bed. I've been going super easy on things with myself for like the last week. And I plan on continuing to do that for like the next week, but I really want to record. I was like, my YouTube needs a video, so I'm doing a video, damn it. And here we are. Pressing the space button. The space bar, if you will. Just because my massive ego needs to be on the leaderboard here. 195, you know, it's not good. It's awful. But my ego needs that. Alright, so cool. Let's get out of the plaza. And I did download one workshop condo. I don't think it's going to be anything too great. But let's just go to it. Let's just go to it and then we'll go into the game worlds and see what's going on. Is this one called Casita? I guess is how you say it. I don't expect much out of it. The preview image looked cozy. And it's a courtyard villa, so you never see that. So we'll see. We'll see if there's anything in it. We got a rubber duck. But I'm expecting a mainly empty building. It's kind of what I was fearful of. I shouldn't say fearful, but it was what I was kind of like afraid of. It was just going to be a mainly empty place. Yeah. It's cozy, though. Like, that's cozy. And delicious. But we'll see. Is there, like, anything going on upstairs, maybe? Not really, not much. Okay. I thought it was, like, worth a shot, because the preview image looked cozy, and it was, like, a courtyard villa, and I love this setup, so... what can you do? Alright, so... I'm not going back to Plaza. Like I said, Virus and Crusaders had nobody when I checked. So... should we do mini-golf, or... ball race? I'm gonna do mini-golf. I'm feeling like a mini-golf right now. And let's play on... We ain't doing Kingdom, we ain't doing Sweet Tooth. I'm just gonna eliminate those two right now. I've done a mission enough. Let's do Treasure Cove. Why not? Also, my voice is hurting, dude. It is hurting so goddamn bad. But it's okay. It is what it is. Because on the bright side, on the good thing right now, right? Girl Scout cookie season. I got my Girl Scout cookies in today. And I'm so happy, because I don't get to order Girl Scout cookies much, you know, because they're only around so often. But I got my box of my Caramel Delights, also known as Samoas, shortbread, and peanut butter patties. Those are my 3 favorite ones, so I'm very happy to have them. I know there are a lot of Thin Mint fans. I am not the biggest Thin Mint fan. I don't hate them. I'm not repulsed by them. But the ones I just listed are by and far my favorites, so I'm happy to have a box of each. They are quite good. Quite good indeed. So I feel pretty good about it. You know, this is pretty good. I've been playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Dragon Ball Fighters, whatever the hell the name of the game is. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it anymore. I don't know, dude. But I got it years ago. I just never bothered playing it. I was gifted it, actually. But I saw it sitting in my library, and I was like, let's finally give it a go. I really like it. I know I'm like super late to the game here. But my god, that's a really fun fighting game. I'm doing story mode, which admittedly is a little bit too easy. A little bit kind of sort of way too easy. But man, like it's just like such a slick feeling fighting game. Like I'm not big into Dragon Ball. Like I was never a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. I'm one of those weirdos that kind of liked GT in a way. But I was a kid when I first watched GT. Through like bootleg VHS tapes. Like, back in the early 2000s, we had those. I don't think they were even subtitled. I just loved the imagery of it. But I was, like, never big into Z, and I rewatched it, like, a decade ago, like, start to finish with the Japanese run. And, like, it doesn't click with me, but I love a lot of the games. And Fighter Z might be my favorite game from Dragon Ball. It's hard to tell, because I also really, really liked Legacy of Goku. And I also loved the first Budokai. But man, I'm really into this one. I got one more story path to get through, and then maybe I'll check out, like, the online and do, like, a few arcade ladders before I kind of call it on it. But so far, it's just good. Have I played anything else recently? Oh, I have! I played this, this dank horror game called God's Basement. Now, I always feel bad, like, shitting on, like, indie games and stuff, because I'm like, you know, it's probably, like, a solo developer, and they worked their asses off on the game, and, like, they're probably super proud of it. So I don't want to be too harsh, but God's Basement was, to put it lightly, not good. It was a very cool sounding idea for a game. The general gist is, you're dead, and you spawn in what is essentially God's basement, or, like, essentially like a purgatory, as you try and recover your memories of what your life was and how you died. And for the character you're playing as, you're, like, in a big cubicle, like, office building, and there's, like, a creepy kind of, like, ghost around, kind of, like, stalking you in a way, and there's, like, paranormal events, and, like, you're just trying to, like, unravel your history as you have, like, this, like, guy on an intercom claim to be, like, you know, the one that runs God's basement there, and just... It's hard to describe, and it... Excuse me, it's hard to describe, and it goes, like, in a few different directions. The idea and the theming is really good, but they try and throw in a bunch of these, like, little puzzles into it. And a lot of the puzzles are just very poorly designed, to put it very nicely. Because a lot of it, like, requires, like, zooming your camera, like, in certain random spots you want to think to, like, zoom your camera in on, for, like, multiple seconds, like, trigger a thing, and, like, you have to, like, walk back and forth, like, between certain hallways to make, like, an event happen. And, like, this is, like, you get no hints for this. There's actually one part where you gotta put in a 6-button code, and you just have to guess what the code is. There's, like, 6 buttons, and you gotta, like, do a very specific sequence. There's no way to know. And the game has, like, a built-in help sequence menu, right? It's like, you'll, like, pause the game, and you'll hit, like, hint, and then the hint literally just tells you what the code is and tells you how to progress. That's what the hint system does in that game. Like, there's no, like, it doesn't go, like, hey, look around here for the solution, because there is no, like, around here for the solution. Like, a lot of it's, like, zoom in on this painting, and eventually you might see something on the canvas. Or zoom in on this door and wait for, like, an arbitrary light to blink, and then when the light blinks, walk back down the hallway you came from, and then walk back, do a double back, and go back from the way you started to trigger an event. Like, it's just maddening. I figured out most of it just by walking back and forth in most areas and zooming in on anything and everything, but yeah, it just was just not a great game, and I really want to like it. So that's God's Basement. Did it have, like, some value to it? Like, there was some valuable stuff in it. Like, there were some cool ideas, but I would not buy it for more than, like, $2, $3. It wasn't even that scary. There really wasn't that much horror in it. There were, like, 2 or 3 kind of, like, jump scary bits, but, like, even those were, like, kind of cheesy and corny. What can you do? Now I gotta think about, like, what game I actually, like, want to play next. I don't really know yet, because this last week I've done a lot, right? Like, I did Spy Hunter on the OG Xbox, I did God's Basement, I'm doing Dragon Ball, so I gotta figure out, like, what's next. Do I want to finally play, like, Katana Zero? Do I want to play Liberation, Disco Elysium, Eat Lead? There's, like, a lot of games I own that I just want to get to. Which one yet? I don't know, dude. Games are fun. There's so many games, and they're all very fun. Most of them are. Some of them are. This game's fun. But I definitely gotta, like, really pace myself on this game or I'm gonna get burned out. As I've mentioned in a lot of videos, but for those that don't watch all the videos, I don't blame you. I don't want to say I'm burned out in this game. I'm not. It's just I gotta be very careful with how much I play and, like, what I do in it. Because it just feels like I'm lacking, like, the new content that really grips me in this. So I'm being slow with this game. I'm only recording it every now and then and just kind of making sure I don't, like, burn myself on this game. I want that Casino Phase 2. I want, like, some new maps. And start with some of the modes I play. I want the Arcade Phase 3 at some point. So I'm just patiently waiting for Papa Pixeltail to give me what I want. Darn.
Nice shot.
And until then, we just kind of drag ass, and I'm cool with that. All right. So today, I gotta figure out what I want to do for a movie. So I've been watching, well, I watched through the first two Ringu movies. Did I bring this up in the last video? I don't think I did. I think I brought up the fact that I want to watch them, but I watched the first two Ringu movies, which are the Japanese Ring films. The first one's way slower than I remember. Like, way slower. It's still a very good film, but way slower. Like, it moved at a snail's pace. And then the second one was just bad. But, now that I've kind of got through those, I really want to watch the Ju-On movies, but I also want to watch, like, a space horror. So I'm contemplating maybe watching Event Horizon tonight. I don't know which I want to do. So I'm either going Ghosts or Space Hell. I'll figure it out when I get to it, but that is my plans for a little bit after I render and upload this video. Is some movie to watch. What it is, I don't know, dude. I'll figure it out. I live such an exciting life, as you can tell. Almost too exciting. There we go. So exciting that I can talk about the fact that I reinstalled Call of Duty Ghosts. And I've been playing that on and off. And I'm getting really bummed playing it out because I think Ghosts is, like, one of the better CODs. I know that a lot of people probably go, what the hell are you talking about? Ghosts sucks. I really, really like Ghosts. Like, a lot. It's, like, one of my favorite games of the entire series. Granted, two of the three CODs I love the most are, like, really hated. Because I love that one, I love Infinite Warfare. I love Modern Warfare 2. With, like, nice honorable mentions to Call of Duty 3 and Call of Duty 2. World War II is okay, too. And Advanced Warfare, I like that one, too. I basically like all of, like, the non-Treyarch ones, besides 3. But a few of the Infinity Ward ones are kind of shit. But I don't really like the Treyarch ones, but whatever, I digress. I adore Ghosts for so many different reasons. It just doesn't take itself seriously. There's so much just stupid shit in that game. And I love the way they handle the prestige system in that game. Because, like, when you prestige, you don't lose everything. Like, you actually make, like, 10 soldiers. So if you want to, like, do the leveling grind again, you can. But if you're like, I don't want to do this grind anymore, you can go back to a previous soldier with all the loadouts they had. And, like, use whatever the hell you want. Like, you're not, like, locked into, like, this non-stop grinding for stuff kind of mode. You can just kind of do it if you want to do it. So I really appreciated that. And, like, I like Ghost, but the problem is, Ghost was never popular, especially on PC. Like, it was a very, even on launch, it was a very dead COD game. For the most part on PC. And right now, I can only get games at certain hours of the day, and only in TDM. Like, if I go on around, like, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's about, like, 50 players online. 29 of which are actually in the multiplayer. And they're all in TDM, and it's almost entirely people in Europe. Like, top to bottom. So the ping is really bad. And if I want to play, like, the hours I normally like playing games, like when I wake up, before I stream, or as I stream, I signed on earlier, there are only 2 players online, you can't even get a match. And I'm pretty sure the Wii U version's pretty dead as well. I haven't checked the Wii U version for a bit. But I was playing that one too. The Wii U one's actually pretty good. But I don't feel like getting all my stuff all over again on Wii U, so I've been kind of avoiding that. So, like, my only real option for Ghost at this point, I think, is PS3. Because I have that version as well. But I'm pretty sure the PS3 version is kind of dying out too. It's like, it just sucks seeing like one of the games I love playing being very inaccessible now because of ping and because of like low player counts. I'm still trying to enjoy it. I'm trying to play a few games every day. Because I never actually finished getting Prestige 10 in that game. I think I left off at like Prestige 7 I'm at right now. So I'd love to like one day finish that off, but we'll see. Alright. I'm gonna go now. That was way too early. Maybe a little bit too much speed. You know, maybe I should have slowed it down just a tad bit. Oh well. It's on me. Man, we're already at the end of this course. Holy crap. Boop. Easy par. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And boom. There we go. I'll take the eagle. 2 more to go. And then after that, maybe I'll hop back in Plaza for a quick thing. I don't know what. I've done a lot of trivia lately. Maybe I'll do like one more trivia. But I can kind of feel like my voice giving out. So I want to be very careful right now. Come on, no, come on. Damn it. Come on. I would say I'm disappointed, but that would barely cover how I feel right now. Alright. What do we got? Down to hole. Damn it. Okay. No par for me. It's only gonna be like a bogey. No big deal. See, no big deal. Yeah, after this video, I'm gonna want to. I'm getting very quiet now. I'm gonna want to rest my voice a bit. I've been straining it a lot lately, but it definitely needs its rest a little bit. But why'd I have to go out like as soon as I hit record? I barely got to record a thing. Oh well, no biggie. Maybe I'll just do like one round of trivia, just to kind of round things off. Man, not even a hole in one here. Rigged. There we go. Not my worst round though, that wasn't terrible. I've done worse. I'll take a -9. Cool. Let's go into a plaza. I don't care which one. Just let's go kind of dead. So West 3 it is, or was that West 1? I don't know. Let's see what we got here. But I swear, if I go to that trivia and I get like 19 questions about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I have never seen and know nothing about, I'm gonna write a very strongly worded letter to like I don't know. The local Bed Bath & Beyond? I don't freaking know. I start sentences, hope I have, like, the end of it ready by the time I get to it, and sometimes, like, you just don't have it ready. And that was, one of those times. So, be ready, Bed Bath & Beyond. I threw you under the bus. Alright, let's see what we got. Let me prove how big brain I am. What is the atomic number of the element strontium? I mean, I don't know why I'm going like, obviously I don't know. We're gonna go with 38. But, I'm surprised I was right. But I don't know, like, the actual numbers. How many countries does Spain have a border with? Portugal? 2, right? Pretty sure it's 2. Is it, wait, is it 5? I want to Google that. Is it really 5? McCree will say step right up. I haven't played Overwatch since, like, basically the day it launched, but we're gonna go with true. Because it seems right. Because I think Die 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 is a Reaper, right? So, yeah. And the Melancholy... Oh! I've watched this. I've actually watched Melancholy Harui Suzumiya. I love that show. Because it does something very brilliant. But I don't remember the details. But that show is really brilliant, because the first season they show all the episodes out of order. Then the second season, I don't really want to say, because one of the coolest things is not knowing. But it does something very cool and interesting. Which animation studio animated the 2016 anime Mob Psycho 100? I don't know. I don't know Animu questions. I don't. Super Mario Sunshine was 2003. Wait, was it 02? Right, your GameCube was 01 of Luigi's Mansion, so was Sunshine must have been like October 02. Name of the original search engine for Google? Pretty sure it was Backrub? Was it really? I'm learning stuff. Board Game Raw is designed by who? There we go. 1934 Christmas Flick, The Year Without Santa Claus. What are the names of the 2 elves? Jingle and Jangle. I love that. Which of these artists did not feature in the 5th studio album Humans? I don't know. I don't know the Gorillaz. Wow. I'm a brainiac. I won like fucking like 3 and 7. I'm not a brainiac. I mean, I'm the greatest goddamn gift, but like, what? Let's go back out here. We'll do one more run. I want to check the Spain thing. Hold on. Is it really 5 countries? I know Portugal. Oh wait, do they border Morocco? Oh wait, no, they don't. What? Wait. France. Oh, Andorra? Oh, Gibraltar. Oh, goddamn, Portugal. Wait, is it really 5 though? Hold, I gotta do something here. Which of the following liquids is least viscous? Stone. Okay, hold on. I'm still looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see 4. I don't see 4 countries. Am I dumb? I might be dumb here. Oh, it's a red circle in the Japanese flag. I know that. Eh, whatever. It's not a big deal. Okay. What scientific family does the Aardwolf belong to? I don't know. I'm being exposed this episode. Capcom's survival horror title Dead Rising starts on what day? Oh, the story starts on what day? Is it 19th? Which musical artist was not featured as playable avatar in the game DJ Hero? Dr. Dre! How many plays is Shakespeare generally considered to have written? Shakespeare has written, I want to say 37. It's 37 or 54. Yeah. How fast is USB 3.1 Gen 2 theoretically? 3.1 Gen 2? It's A or C? Okay, it's C. Okay. In the ReZero manga series, which of the following Sin Archbishops eats Rem's existence? I don't know anime, so we're just gonna guess B. Got it. Who succeeded Joseph Stalin as General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union? It was... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah. Oops. Half-life of uranium? Oh, that is 250 billion years. So... Isn't it? I thought it was like 250 billion. Wasn't it? Damn. Oh well. That's unfortunate. My triviaing was not too good at the whole trivia thing. Am I still in this top 10 over here? Why does Jetpack always break? For years now. Alright. Unlucky. You know, I'm still number 6, I'll take it. Let's do one more run of this and I'm calling the video. I'm like, I gotta stop early, and now I'm doing a longer video than normal. It's typical me kind of stuff. But I want my score to at least last a few hours here, you know? It probably won't, regardless, but... Maybe it's not meant to... We'll do this one more time. Maybe it's not meant to be. I'm not gonna sit there forever doing this. I just kind of figured, you know, while I was in the neighborhood, we will go ahead and do this. You know what? It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Let's not even try. The life is telling me, let's just not bother. So I'm going to sit here and think about what I've done. I'm going to end this video. Y'all be good. Catch you guys again in the next one. Take care. And as always, toodles. What is this camera doing? Toodles, y'all.